Okay, you guys could be physically distant, or you guys could be distant in a relationship at this time. But you guys have a newfound passion, excitement. You guys are definitely ready to take action in regards to making love with this person or creating romantic situations, etc. And commitment is the only big issue that I see here with the King of Cups coming up in your hopes and fears. But why is the Seven of Swords coming up as your underlying energy, fam? This is about taking steps, sneaking, doing something kind of concealed. It doesn't have to mean it's a bad thing or you guys doing something underhanded or cheating or anything like that. It could just indicate that you're doing something where you don't really want to communicate with this person quite yet. Like, there's something that you're doing solo by yourself and as a surprise. I feel like with the Star card, because the Star is the card for Aquarius, and what is the ruler of Aquarius, right? Uranus, and Uranus is all full of surprises. So I kind of feel like y'all planning something really big, really huge as a surprise for the person that you really love from a distance. Like, you're planning something super huge for this individual. Or you guys are taking a really big risk with this sort of relationship that's at a distance, and you're finding your truth in the relationship, like seeing something differently about the relationship, or something about this relationship is bringing about a new perspective or some ideas. It's in a way, like setting your relationship like on a beautiful romantic fire. Like, it's like there's a lot of passion in this relationship because of these great ideas that are coming up, just to kind of continue to spice it up. So why do we have the Page of Cups in the past? Well, I kind of feel like there was maybe communication of love, something sparking, something small and loving and really beautiful that needs nurturing and patience and time. I do feel like with the Page of Cups, this could have been maybe a child, maybe is coming along. Maybe this is the idea of children. But I kind of also, but if there's no children involved at all, this literally means that there's someone that's communicate the heart, share their heart with them. And it just kind of exploded from there, right? It's just like, boom. Now, somebody communicated the love, beautiful, passionate energy starting, and then the confidence to manifest what this relationship would look like and be like in the physical time. Like, this confidence comes from the love that's been nurtured and taken care of, even from a distance, or even from the opportunities where or times where there wasn't an opportunity to really just focus on the love. Maybe the distance makes the heart fonder in some ways. Like, I think there was just like a spark of love. Maybe you guys are starting to really connect, and then it's just kind of kicked off, right? The energy just kind of just like took control, and it just brought that strong emotional feeling with this person into this. It brought out a lot of creative ideas to express your love, and it's just so powerful and so beautiful, Scorpio. So I love it. The Ace of Wands is coming up as your present. So right now, there's a new project. It's the fire coming back, the romance coming back, the sexiness is coming back. There's ways of dealing with each other's, needs in a different way if there's a distance. But there's this fiery energy that's coming up. This desire to live, this desire to express and to just be, right? And just do what you want to do. I love this Ace of Wands energy for y'all. So let's see why the Ace of Wands is coming up for y'all. I mean, I don't know why. What is the Ace of Wands representing for you guys today? Or representing for you guys for the next couple of weeks? Excuse me. Death. And of course, death is one of those cards that comes up, right? But death is your energy. It's your card. And I don't mind that. It's you connecting with your pure sexual, Scorpio energy. And I know, death is not necessarily, nobody reads death as a sexual energy, but I will today. And the reason why is because there's a French word out there that describes an orgasm. And that orgasm is called a little death in English. So the fact that these two, the Ace of Wands and the Death card, comes together, I think there's something, even though death is a slow, grueling, it's not a grueling process, but it's a slow, intimate process. I feel like the sexual energy that you have towards this person has, in a way, brought about this transformational or transitional energy. So there's a lot of changing, a lot of adjusting, but it's being filled with a beautiful, lustful, powerfully energetic feeling of creation and beauty and so many beautiful other things. So death, yes, there's a lot of difficult changes that may have been had to come in, maybe needed to change about you and this person, but in place of it, so much sexual energy, so much lust, so much fire, so much passion towards this relationship has grown, so much is taken its place. So whatever this perspective was, or whatever ideas you had maybe about this type of relationship or the connection that you have, it's gone, or it's going, or it is gone. I feel like death is it's already passed, so it's gone, and it's like because of this Ace of Cups, because somebody had expressed themselves, communicated that this is how they felt, and it in place of that came passion for this person, excitement, this feeling to just to do things and to enjoy the company, to be in a moment with this person. Most importantly, not just sex, but just truly just enjoying the person's energy and being and just in love with the vibration that you both create together. That's the truth of it. And that no matter where you guys are in the world, that you guys will always connect and feel connected. I think like that's so awesome. So the Magician, y'all coming out of this feeling real confident, feeling good, feeling like you have all the tools to execute what you guys may have planned for this relationship. Whatever the whole thing is, it sparked an idea to manifest a surprise. I feel like there's been a lot of difficult things that you both had put up with, but you came out the other side stronger, better, and more passionate for each other. And it's inspired some sort of idea to manifest, or for you to manifest some sort of surprise for this person or someone else making a surprise for you. Whatever it is, it's done in secret, and this person doesn't really want everybody to know. And at the same time, it's a really huge risk, because I feel like there may have been like some small communication about feelings, and this is a really big step to manifest from a heart space of purity, where there's maybe potential for this person to reject, to say no, or to do something where there's a high risk. But the Seven of Swords talks about high risk, and I feel like despite you already knowing that, you're going to do it anyway, because you're coming from a genuine place. You're not coming from a place of contrivity, or trying to get some sort of result out of it. So the Six of Swords is not just only a card of mourning and sadness, but and it's also a card of traveling. So that's another thing that I was saying. Like, maybe this is a secret travel or getaway that you're planning, or maybe that someone else is planning. Or maybe this is suggesting that this is a good time to plan a vacation together and go out and do something fun, where it can take your relationship in totally different possibilities, totally different, areas of a relationship, by growing together and experiencing this voyage together. So maybe this is about planning a getaway, planning a cruise, planning a vacation where you guys really grow and bond together and see where this relationship can take you guys, and and it's beautiful. The Six of Swords as well can also indicate too that there may be this, with this death energy, there may be like a lot of moving on, a lot of things to still adjust to. And of course, there may be this, the part that, because one of the things I've noticed here, parallel to this, is the King of Pentacles. That's literally Taurus, and literally right opposite of that is you, Scorpio. It's death. So I feel like the thing that you may be trying to adjust to right now is not having this person around you physically, but still having all the passion and that energy around you, and learning and adapting to how you can translate that passion into other ways, because you may not have the physical part, because a lot of stuff that you have right here is non-physical. It's very emotional. It's a very spiritual place, and you rule the spiritual. You rule that underlying focus of, the surface level things. That's why, Taurus is the opposite. It's parallel, I feel like, because right now you're learning how to love the person without them physically there, without having to buy them things or to do things that represent something physically in the physical. It's something that is more intimate, more powerful, more potent, and it doesn't have a physical representation of it. How can you, I feel like that's where that's what's going on. Like this, how do you translate your love without touching them, without feeling them, without being with them? Because distance is such a big play in this whole thing. And I feel like it's like discovering the love beyond the surface level. beyond what it's, of course, you've created a foundation. Of course, you're leaving something of, that you knew once before, but you're discovering something new. And through that, there's another part of yourself that you will learn, another part about this person that you will learn. There's something about this that obviously transcends what was. Okay. So lovers is definitely coming up in your external energy. No doubt about the love there. I feel like you already know what you love. That's why the case of wands is there. There's the boner card, like I keep saying. That's why I keep saying sex. But there's a lot of passionate energy between you and this individual. There's a lot of love between you and this individual. And despite this difference, despite what maybe the ego is saying and what your body may be craving, your heart knows who it wants to connect with. Like no other person will satisfy that part of you, because this person is connected to you and you are connected to this person. Like this is the only person you want. So the King of Pentacles in the hopes and fears, I feel like, is like not necessarily like desiring to touch someone or have something physically there. I don't think there's even a lot of fear or doubt about the commitment that you have for this person, or staying committed. Some of you guys, maybe it's hard to continue on a relationship where there's a distance, and there may be that kind of small thought in your head, like, I don't know if I can continue to commit to myself to this person without physical representation of this individual. But I kind of feel like with the King of Pentacles, it's like consistency, routine, providing in a sense. I feel like with the King of Pentacles, what this means here in the hopes and fears is that you just you want there to be, a real foundation built despite not being together. Can there really be something of this relationship that can survive the distance, that can survive the maybe not constant talking together, spending time together, something, or perhaps or maybe not having enough money. Maybe you guys do live together, but there's some financial things that come involved. There are things that I can do that doesn't require me to be rich or whatever. Let me see why the King of Cups coming up in the hopes and fears. A King of Coins, rather. Why is the King of Coins coming up for Scorpio in their hopes and fears? Okay. 3 cards came out. That's because of Two of Wands, 6 of Swords, and the 3 of Cups. Okay. Which, knowing what to do, being stuck at a crossroads. Of course, there's distance here. The 6 of Swords can indicate distance, and then the 3 of Cups can talk about a third party. But I don't have a lot of other cards that would indicate third party, so I'm not going to really go there with this. It's more like connecting with friends, maybe, celebrating the connection, even though there's distance. This could be that, you may end up resolving to being friends. But I don't think that this is really what it's like. I don't think it's saying that you guys will resolve to being friends. I think this is a hope that the relationship stays intact, despite the distance, and, despite maybe not really having a lot of things to do, but taking action and still enjoying the connection together. 3 of Cups, And then 2, maybe this also allows you to have more time out with your friends, enjoying the, the people that you do have close to you. So, wow. So your outcome of this for this reading is the Knight of Swords, and that I always see this Knight of Swords as someone with a ton of visions. But I feel like communication is such a big thing when it comes to long distance relationships, or when it comes to a relationship that's at a distance. Communicating is so strong. Communication, no matter what phase your relationship is in, communication is a very strong thing, and I feel like you're goal-minded. You already know what you want. You already know how you feel about the person. And you already know that this person already makes you feel the way you want to feel. And as long as you continue to focus on what you're trying to do, you're going to see success. So let's go ahead and see what the Wisdom of the Oracle card has to say for your love life. Round and round. So round and round usually talks about a situation coming around, literally showing back up. So you may have had something similar in the past, where things were distant, or maybe you had to kind of improvise with your relationship in some way. But you've been through the cycle before. The only way things are going to be able to change is if you do something differently. I feel like you're kind of always going to be set up in a situation where you have to evolve from the situation versus kind of continue to shut it down or run from it. So like breaking up is not going to work. They, doing anything that you've done before is not going to work. You have to do something differently when the round and round card comes up. It's literally like the Wheel of Fortune, or excuse me, like Judgment. You can do it the old way, but that's not going to resolve the situation. And literally, I was just talking about improvising and working together, being creative, expressing your love in a different way or in a new way that can still mean the same as if you were in person. It literally says surrender your belief in scarcity. And that literally means not having a lot, right? So it says the universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. That means you don't actually have anything that you don't actually, lack anything. Nothing actually lacks. Not even in person. Not even from a distance. As a matter of fact, I think for some of you guys, you may hope to be in the physical with this person again, with the King of Pentacles. Now that I look at it, because it's saying like, how do you take the steps to reconnect, to travel and reconnect? So I feel like for some of you guys, you really want to reconnect with this person. You really want to be in this person's life. You want this person to be around you in the physical. You want this person to be yours, and for you to feel them, to touch them, and to love on them, and to physically make love with them, maybe, or to just experience life together, just be in each other's spaces. But you are always together. The situation is about looking at the situation not from, we're apart, but we're together despite the distance. No matter where you are in your world, you are always in each other's hearts. You are always there. This person's never gone. This person's never left. And it's seeing this leaving, because no matter where you go, your home will still follow. Home is still in the heart. Your past is with you forever. You never leave it, but you have to move on in a way that doesn't disrespect the past, but to give honor to the past and give honor to your desires for the future, for a beautiful future that may have nothing to do with the past. But it's about knowing that no matter where you are, the person is still with you. And I feel like the situation is saying like, there may have been situations where you may have been at a distance with your partner. Again, like I say all the time, or there's something that's coming up with this person, your partner, that makes you feel like you can't do something at its full capacity without that person being there physically, or something in regards to money, or something in regards to abundance. You have everything to feel what you want to feel in person, but you have to see it beyond its physical and see it for its spiritual. And that's actually your gift, Scorpio. Like, you guys are one of the people in the zodiac signs that can that can see that deeply. Other than Aquarius, you guys can see things in such a pure form, seeing it to its absolute core. And this is what it's asking you to do. See this relationship from its core and not from what it can be or what it should be, because it's not what it can't be because it's not physically in front of you. I'm not saying that all of you guys are like criticizing your relationship right now or judging it because you guys are not physically together. But I am saying, like, you guys may be like coming to realize that the relationship that you have right now is so powerful and potent that no matter where you guys are in the world, you guys are connected, and you guys still love each other at the same capacity no matter what. And I feel like that's what you're realizing. Not that you're judging it, but that you guys are noticing that, hey, in order for us to be together, I have to know now that we are already together. Like, no matter if it's physical or not, we're together. And I think that's what you guys are noticing. I think that's what you guys are picking up. Not that you guys aren't seeing that now, but you guys are already seeing it. So that's real powerful, Scorpio. Really powerful reading. And that's what you guys usually bring, some powerful stuff, okay?